European place next season is certainly a target for Napoli, and Roma are very anxious to appease those irate supporters currently revealing their wrath and indignation at the team's repeated failure to live up to expectations. Well, much improved was the half-term verdict on Napoli's season under coach Lippi. They've gained some very useful results. Victory at Parma, perhaps the best of them. And they were very unlucky, too, to lose so heavily at Sampdoria when we featured them a few weeks ago. Well, despite an injury fear, Daniel Fonseca continues up front. Only Salenzi of Torino has scored more in Serie A this season. Disappointing news, though, for Napoli is that Paolo Di Canio, the former Lazio and Juventus winger, is unfit to play. Bresciani comes in up front. Well, the season promised so much for Roma, but they simply haven't delivered with any degree of consistency. And the scenes of unrest at the training ground this week suggest that the patience of their fans is rapidly running out. No Hessler or Giannini then today, both are suspended, but the attacking flair of fullback Carboni has been restored to a side which includes youngsters Scarchilli and Beretta. And the Brazilian defender Alder is back after long-term injury. 3-2 to Napoli when the teams met earlier in the season, with Roma seeking today not only revenge for that setback, but also to improve on a dismal record of not having beaten Napoli home or away in the last 9 attempts. Well, Liam Brady alongside me here. It's clearly going to be a very passionate afternoon.
Yes, it always is, Peter, this fixture. Naples have really got the enthusiasm of the fans behind them again. It appeared at the start of the season that they were going to really struggle this season, but they have the support going again, and really one would expect them to win today against a struggling Roma team.
Well, having a scare concerning Fonseca, the news in the dressing room is that he's fit. At least he's fit enough to start the game. Whether he can finish or not remains to be seen. There clearly was quite a big doubt over him, but he's very important to Napoli.
Yes, absolutely. Second highest top scorer in Italy at the moment in Serie A. Marvellous goal scorer, can score all types of goals. Only a couple of weeks ago we saw him bend one over the wall against Naples. Then there was that overhead kick at Parma. A really, really great player, and as Malcolm was saying earlier on, it's a wee bit sad for the Napoli fans that they may have to lose him next season to ease their financial worries.
Now, Bresciani has been preferred up front. He's hardly featured this season, or indeed in the last campaign either. He was mainly a substitute then as well. Bresciani preferred then to Buzo, who's on the bench.
Yeah, well, Buzo's been playing midfield for the last few weeks, which is a surprise again because he's an out-and-out front runner. But Lippi has changed things around at Naples and has managed to get a good format to the side. They seem to be well organised. The game we saw them against Sampdoria about 3 weeks ago, I thought they were very unlucky to lose by that score, 4-1. I thought that flattered Sampdoria a little in the end. They've really got things going. Look at the support they've got here today. They've got that UEFA Cup place in sight. I expect them to win today.
Just got a glimpse there of Alder, the Brazilian, who is surprisingly back in the Roma side. He's been out since last June when he was injured in the Italian Cup final. He'll be making his way back from injury, and it's a bit of a shock call up to him today, but again, a key defender for Roma, Alder.
Yes, very great player as well, Peter. Had a very serious injury, his cruciate ligaments, 6 or 7 months ago. And perhaps it's an indication of how Roma are struggling, that they were prepared to put Aldair in so quickly after coming back from a very serious injury. It's perhaps indicative that they are really struggling.
And Marco Lana also back in the Roma side today. He's been out for quite a while with injury as well, the former Sampdoria defender. And they certainly have a whole catalogue of injuries to contend with at the moment, Roma. So the further loss of Giannini and Hessler, quite savage blows to them, really. Piacentini, who will be the captain of Roma in the absence of Giannini. Balbo, only 5 goals from the Argentine up front so far this season. And he's getting a bit concerned about losing his place in the Argentina side for the World Cup finals. Bresciani, incidentally, making his first start of the season for Napoli. He did feature in the opening game of the campaign away to Sampdoria when he came on as a sub and scored late on. Since then, he's been very much out of the picture with Napoli. Fonseca, 12 goals in Serie A from him this season. The young Pecchia there, who so often has been the supply line for him, linking very well with Fonseca. Pecchia, promoted to a regular place this season by coach Lippi. Mazzoni, the coach of Roma, a man very much under fire. As indeed it would seem everybody was at the training ground in the week.
Well, that's the way things can go in Italy, Peter. The teams are expected to do well, especially a big club like Roma, who spent a lot of money. And really, when it doesn't go right, the fans can turn on their players pretty quickly. We've seen it happen, I think, Naples last year. It's Rome's turn this year.
Just looking through the Roma side, which, as I say, was a bit of a surprise to us with Aldair coming in. I would think he'll take on the sweeper role, with Lana, one of the markers. Festa, who's been playing really well, he wears the number 2 shirt. He will certainly be a marker. Man who's come from Inter on loan. So Roma then kicking off, attacking the goal to our left in the darker strip. There is Aldair. Yes, I think it is. There's so much smoke in the stadium, it's hard to see anyone at the moment. Referee today, Graziano Cesari from Genoa, who's had his differences with players from both teams in recent times. And indeed, these have been very volatile affairs, Napoli and Roma. 6 players sent off in 3 recent meetings. Roma beat 2-0 at home by Udinese last week. Napoli shared a 1-1 draw with Torino. This is Pecchia. Now Gambaro on loan from Milan. Operating the team on the right side today.
Well, that's a big surprise. We saw him have a tremendous game against Sampdoria 2 or 3 weeks ago. And he's playing left back. It's unusual to see him out there, although he's right-footed.
A very shaky start to the season, Napoli, a couple of defeats, but then they've got their act together and they've impressed a lot of people this season and certainly have that UEFA Cup place within their sights, by no means beyond them. Bia, who's the sweeper in the Napoli side. Ferrara. Put out by Lana. Misunderstanding there. Bonacina and Carboni. Balbo. Aldair. None of that caught in possession. Now what can Bresciani do here? Whipping over the cross. And too close to goalkeeper Lorieri, whose place we gather is under threat from Pagliuca of Sampdoria, who's being pursued at the moment by Roma. In readiness for next season, though, I should add. Seems a little harsh on Lorieri, who's played well this season. Certainly he can't be blamed for Roma's failings. Now goes Alessio Scanchini. He's 21. Aldair. Looking for Baldo. Bia with the clearance. But as far as Piacentini. Bonacina, who was sent off when we featured Roma a few weeks ago against Juventus. That clash with Jurgen Kohler. Bonacina just back from suspension. Napoli throw. Taken by Jonas Tern, the Swedish international. Jump forward by Bia. Bonacina. It's Capioli. Balbo. Couldn't shake off the attentions of Cannavaro. Just showing the first goal of the day. It's Inter 0, Cagliari 1, a goal from Luis Oliveira. So maybe a shock on the cards there, or a surprise anyway. Not so much a shock, Cagliari having a good season. But Inter desperately need to win today to maintain their momentum up near the top end of the table. Milan away to Atalanta this afternoon. Juventus at home to Foggia. Parma are also travelling there at Genoa. And tonight it's Lazio against Cremonese. And you, of course, can see highlights of that one on Mezzanotte on Tuesday night. Lazio with Paul Gascoigne at home to Cremonese. If he plays. Not sure. I'll let you know later. Till Tuesday, though. Capioli threading it on. Flags up for offside against Balbo. There's the one outright striker in the Roma side this afternoon. Also lost Rizzatelli through injury, his normal partner up front. Off goes Fonseca. Easily held, though, by Lorieri, who's only conceded 3 goals in the last 6 away games, so he travels well. Festa. Alder. Piacentini. Very industrious player in the Roma side. There's certainly going to be Hestas probing down the flank.
Yes, but they haven't started too badly, Roma. As you said, and as Malcolm said prior to the game, they have Balbo operating on his own up front. It's going to be difficult. A lot of the play is concentrated in midfield. There's a lot of bodies in the middle of the park. I think we're going to see quite a few challenges like this.
That's Bia, the offender then. With the foul on Capioli, who was recently called up by Arrigo Sacchi for his latest get-together for the Italian national squad. He was the 68th player called up by Sacchi. I think he wanted to look at Liam Brady, but Liam insists he's packed it in. Carboni. Nobody upfield though for Roma. Via settles so neatly into the sweeper role for Napoli this season. After playing in Serie B for Cosenza in the last campaign. Pecchia. Turn. Pecchia again. Roma massing everybody behind the ball. I think they're going to be hard to break down today. Via. Gambaro. Angelo Lippi, coach of Napoli. Pecchia. Got away from Scarchini, then gave it away. Scarchini. Now then by Bia on Edel Balbo. So it's been a fairly untidy start. 1 or 2 tackles clattering in. Capioli is the latest player down injured now. who've had just 2 away wins so far this season. Capioli looks to be okay, at least for the moment anyway, but I think that shoulder's going to be a problem for him. And they can well afford to lose Capioli, with the list of absentees already fairly extensive. Cannavaro, fouled by Scarchilli. Cannavaro, who returned to the side last week but was subbed off in the second half, was getting the runaround from Carbone, the Torino striker, but then there's a few who've suffered as his hands this season. It goes Pecchio well. 10 minutes gone, neither side making any real impact so far. Certainly no hint of a goal. Aldair with the free kick then for Roma. Here's Bonacina. Now Bresciani towards Fonseca. Oh, Laurieri was committed. Still Fonseca. Agonizingly wide. Terrific burst then by the Uruguayan international, and Roma was so nearly caught out.
Yeah, smashing diagonal ball by Bresciani. Again, Fonseca showed his pace. Laurieri misjudged it. His volley, well, a couple of feet wide at the far post.
He went bursting through then, Fonseca. He is so quick off the mark. Albo with the pass here, tied it up by Bia. He's got a fantastic record already, Fonseca, for Napoli. 36 goals in 57 cup matches, league and cup matches. Capioli. Laid off it by Scarchilli. Scarchilli. Something of an escape really for Roma. At the other end. Now, can they impose themselves here?
Well, that wasn't a bad effort at all by Balbo. Again, an instance of a great diagonal ball. Balbo's peeled off at the back post. Just failed to keep his volley on target.
It's actually Capioli, but it wasn't a bad effort anyway. Carbone. Yambaro. Here's Balbo now. Hounded by Jonas Tern. On by Carbone to Scarchilli. No foul. Ferrara's crunching tackle. He's made a lively start, Scarchilli. Caught then by Ferrara, and the referee saw nothing wrong with the tackle, but now he has. Free kick given to Napoli. Bresciani, who supplied that excellent pass for Fonseca a few minutes ago. Here's Fonseca now. Bia. Scarchilli. Wide then by Beretta. Yeah, the youngster who's been pushed into the team today because of the various injury problems and suspensions that Roma have. Piacentini trying to force a path to goal. Now, the other leading side in action today, of course, is Sampdoria. They're away to Lecce, although the game is being played on neutral ground. And Roberto Mancini has missed a penalty for Sampdoria. That's the third in a row now he's squandered. Lombardo, of course, took the one last week, and I think he's taken the last two now. Mancini picking on the mantle again, and he's missed it. Oh, Tagliatella missed that one, but I think he was fouled in the process. Tagliatella, who's saved a couple of penalties recently, including, of course, that one from David Platt when we featured Napoli against Juventus, against Sampdoria, rather. Mazzoni, the coach, has been saying this week the fans have every right to have a go at him. Says he doesn't blame them. The team have been playing that badly. Calvin on turn. This time by the tigerish figure of Bonacina. Mia to Pecchia. That was Beretta with a strong tackle, which has incensed the referee. Beretta, a Roma youth product who had a loan spell with Vicenza last season. Now here's Lana under pressure from Bresciani. Aldier lofted up towards Balbo. Cannavaro, though, was there for Napoli. Now Pecchia. Piacentini. Aldier. Fonseca, released by Piacentini. Such a strong left foot, Fonseca. A really gifted striker, but surely over-elaborating there. Piacentini. Contact with Franchini. It was Franchini who was fouled for the penalty that earned Napoli their draw last week against Torino. For Roma. No goals, and pretty tight contest so far. Just the one real opening created for Fonseca by Bresciani's pass. Turn. Bresciani neatly off into Pecchia. Turn again. Away by Aldier. Gambaro. Gambaro again. Roma defending resolutely. Here's Balbo, who's given it away. Bresciani now. Pecchia. Roma really being pegged back now. Gambaro, I think he saw the tackle coming. It was a rash one.
Yes, I think we've seen quite a few rash tackles already, Peter. Perhaps it's the youth in the Roma side. They seem to have a very young side today, and perhaps they're trying to impress the coach Mazzoni, and they're really coming in fast and furious.
Well, that was Carboni, one of the more experienced players in the side, and he really went hearing into Gambaro then. Malcolm McDonald, what have you made of the opening exchanges here?
Roma have shown some lovely passing movements, but as Liam has pointed out, they're massing so much back in defence that they are causing a lot of problems for Napoli. But when Roma start to get moving forward, the final ball is always into space, and it's Napoli are having to show a lot of patience so that they can work it out how on earth they're going to break down the defence, and they must show patience. That's what it requires, and I think that they mustn't allow some of this very heavy tackling from Roma to upset them.
Thanks, Malcolm. We'll hear from you again later on. Now, Balbo for Roma. Bia with the tackle on Scarchili. That was a bit late too, by Bia.
Well, he actually got the ball.
Yeah,
he actually got the ball here, Peter. That's his third one, and he doesn't take any prisoners, Bia, but I thought he was a little bit unfortunate there to have the foul given against him.
Scarchili took a deflection then, almost at the halfway point in the first half. Franchini, who's been a large part and parcel of the Napoli side down the years, along with Ferrara, of course, his colleague at the back. Scarchili trying to force the corner, comes back off Gambaro. Roma really desperate for a result after their so disappointing performance last week against Udinese. Coach Mazzoni saying that was the worst day of my life. Who said football isn't important? It is to Mazzoni, obviously. And Roma's patron, Paolo Sensi, said it was so distressing, I'm not able to leave the stadium with a smile anymore. And Mazzoni admitted, if I was Sensi, I'd sack everyone, me included. Strong words from the coach of Roma. Scarchili. Now Piacentini. Bonacino. Into the tackle on Capioli, who's coming for some harsh treatment so far. They're clearly well aware, Napoli, of what he can do. He has been something of a revelation since his move to the club from Cagliari earlier in the campaign. Came in November, Capioli, to rejoin his old coach Mazzoni, who was with Cagliari last season, of course, and took them into the UEFA Cup. Via for Napoli. Here again. Carelessly given away, though. Jonas Turn looking for Fonseca. Lana with a header out. Here goes Gambaro. Now Balbo linking well with Lana. Balbo continued his run into the middle. And interception came from Cannavaro. Young man who's impressed a lot of people this season, Cannavaro, with his defensive displays for Napoli. Gambaro. Movement from Bresciani, who has support now from Fonseca. Napoli will want Fonseca nearer the danger zone. Ferrara with Fonseca.
doesn't seem to be too much space at all, Peter. Both teams are closing one another down very quickly.
Gambaro with the cross in. Some pushing going on, though, I think from Prisciani.
It really is congested there in the middle of the park. And that's why we've seen a lot of tackles, a lot of mistimed tackles, a lot of fouls.
Lana. Albo, he's adjudged the offender as he challenges there with Ferrara, the captain of Napoli. Bia. Now Pecchia. Fonseca. He's left it for Gambaro. The cross was just too long. Controlled by Piacentini. Under pressure now from Bresciani. Certainly had the feeling if Napoli can find a goal, it might open things out a little bit. Pecchia, it's very, very tight out there. So little space for anyone to work in. Piacentini. And it came back off Jonas Turn.
I think Napoli are going to need a bit of width in this game, and although you just saw Gambaro get down the right there and put a pretty decent cross in, I feel he's much more useful on the left, and he really can motor up and down that left side, and they don't seem to have anybody to do that at the moment. Everything's coming through the middle of the park, and Roma got a lot of bodies there.
Certainly missing Di Canio's wing play for Napoli. He's been playing some of the best form of his career. Di Canio missing this one through injury today. Alder with the free kick then for Roma. Bia again striding purposefully forward, but failing to link with Bresciani. Bonacina for Roma. Skakili. News coming in of a second goal now for Cagliari, away to Inter. Inter nil, Cagliari 2. Oliveira with the first goal, and we'll bring you news of who scored the second one in a moment. Cannavaro. Almost showed too much of that one to Scarchili. Bia. Now Gambaro. Lana with the intervention to deny Bresciani a side of goal. Balbo. He's got plenty of ideas down on the bench, Manzoni. But not too much creativity about this game so far. Gambaro there, I think, just going to flick back to Tagliatella. This is Piacentini taking the throw then for Roma. Actually lost only 2 of their last 13, Roma. They failed to win in 6 games now. They're certainly playing fairly tentatively. Cautiously too, with only Balbo up front. No try for him again on this occasion. Bia. Cannavaro. Second goal scorer for Cagliari, incidentally, Puscedo, a former Napoli player. Hoisted forward then by Alder. Skakili. Pekia lunging at him. Reckless tackle then by Pekia. And unnecessary too.
Well, I think a referee should get a grip of these tackles because they're really spoiling the game. There's far too many stoppages coming through the back of people. Although I think Skakili made a bit of a meal of it.
Skakili, who came on for Mihailovic last week and has been preferred in the starting lineup to him today. Dreadful free kick. It's not too good so far, Liam, is it?
No, well, it's a little bit unusual to see a lack of invention from Italian players and the Italian league, but that's what we're seeing at the moment. Both teams struggling to break one another down. I think, to be fair to Naples, Roma have every intention of coming to get a draw here. And perhaps Naples are a side that need to hit teams in the break, and they're struggling to come to terms with getting in behind them.
Via. Now Pekia. Skakili on the break for Roma. He has Ciantini wide. Pekia. Fouled by Antonio light figure Bonacina. Turn with a free kick then for Napoli. Finding Beer. Always comes forward whenever he can from his defensive role, Beer. Does look a very intelligent player. Cannavaro. Came off Alder. Now Bresciani. Oh! My word, that was close then from Bresciani. Lonieri not too happy with his team's defending. And that was only inches away then, or at the very least striking the post.
A very difficult angle to score from, but Bresciani had a real good go at it. Poor defending from Rome. I think it came off the head of Aldair, and Bresciani was quickly on it. It was a good effort.
Well, let's give the crowd a lift anyway, the Napoli fans. Cannavaro challenging with Balbo, and the free kick given in favour of Napoli. Balbo, who's got a pretty thankless task this afternoon up front for Roma, not too much support. Scored only once in his last 8 games now, Balbo, so the goals have been drying up, but then you wonder about the service he's had. Piacentini. Tagliatella. A spectacular save.
I think that was one for the photographers, wasn't it, Peter?
Says his goalkeeping attire, I think. Very snazzy. Well, the tackles are flying in. The referee is doing his best to keep it going. But it's just one bad tackle after another.
Well, I said it a little bit earlier on, this referee is going to have to get the grips in this game, because it could really develop into a kicking match.
Well,
He hasn't yet booked anybody.
There were 2 sent off in the first meeting between the teams earlier in the season. And there's clearly no love lost between the two sides. Piacentini, who was one of the 2 sent off, along with Bonacina. Touched off then by Fonseca. Via. Turn. Cannavaro. Wide of him is Ferrara. scored the winning goal. Spectacular one too when Napoli beat Roma earlier in the season. It was clearly a very eventful game. Achille. Back off Gambaro. This is Carboni. And that'll be a goal kick to Roma. Last week's game there, which I know you saw, the Sampdoria match, and the question of penalties. The head of the Referees Association in Italy says there should be more penalties given. Referees should be bolder. Is that a feeling you go along with?
Well, I think over the last few weeks we've seen on Channel 4 and the Italian football that there's been a lot of incidents in the goal now.
You reckon there should have been 5 last week?
Well, I can't really recall, but sometimes when a referee gives a penalty in Italy, he's very reluctant to give another one to the same team, and I think we've seen that over the last couple of weeks. So maybe he has a point, Mr. Casarin.
Well, there's an injury to Bondin. Let's get the views of Malcolm McDonald on that. Not enough penalties being given, Malcolm. Would you go along with that situation?
I certainly think that a lot of incidents take place in the penalty area, defenders on forwards, that really should merit penalties. And I think that if referees were to start to give what they see, then it might make the defenders behave that much better in the area and not seek to take the liberties that they obviously do now.
Right, well, this game could do with a penalty or anything, really, to give it a lift. Pecchia. The game is just littered with bad tackles, and at last a yellow card. Nana. The tackle was from Beretta there, not Lana. Lana, I think, was protesting on Beretta's behalf. Touch, free kick easily dealt with. Capioli. Confirmation there. First yellow card of the game to Daniele Beretta. It's only his 5th start for Roma this season. Yet another free kick. Taken quickly by Napoli. Pecchia. Gambaro showing a good turn of speed down this right flank. And Morieri had almost straight out of the penalty box. Balbo. Yet another foul on Capioli, and the free kick has been taken too swiftly. And the ever suntanned referee's got his work cut out keeping this game in check.
Yes, I think he has. The lad has been booked there, Beretta. That's about his 5th bad tackle. And it's my first look at him this year, and I think he's going to find it very difficult to stay on in this game, because he seems to be that way inclined. Every ball he goes for, if he doesn't get the ball, he wants to get the man. And I think he's going to have a very difficult game now.
Well, this time it's a Roma man down injured, Capioli. News reaching me now that Zola has given Parma the lead away to Genoa. Zola, of course, former Napoli player. And they could do with his kind of imagination in this game today. It's really crying out for something different. Scacchilli with a free kick. Too long over Balbo. One flying save apart, Tagliatella has had very little to do. Perhaps that's why he was showing off. Cannavaro. Well, that was confident enough. This is Festa. Linesman flagging. Off-cut Roma, Piacentini. Bonacina. Capioli. Turn. To Bresciani. And on Festa for a Napoli throw. Really has been so little to enthuse over so far. Fonseca's had just that one chance. Also an opportunity for Bresciani, but precious little else. With 5 minutes of the first half to go. Piacentini. It's well read by Bia. He's a good player, Liam, isn't he, Bia?
Yes, he's an excellent reader of the game. He's a very tough customer as well.
Bodin fighting then for Napoli, but to no avail. Bonacina with Carboni. Bresciani by Lana, who now that he's recovered from injury will be hoping to force his way back into the Italian squad in time for the World Cup finals. Here's Turn with the free kick then for Napoli. Well, cluster of blue shirts waiting in the middle. Just can't break Roma down. Inter have pulled a goal back at home to Cagliari. It's 2-1 now. It's Ruben Sosa. His 11th of the season for Inter, so they're back in business. And it's now 2-0 to Parma away to Genoa, and it's the Swedish international Thomas Brolin who has added the second goal. Cannavaro. They haven't really been extended at the back, Napoli. Scarchilli. Capioli. It's his turn. Slipped on to Bresciani. Now Fonseca, and he's offside. Well, he thought he'd timed his run. The linesman did not agree. He is so quick, Fonseca. Well, the linesman, in fairness, was right in line. Francini, nicking with Turn. Well, it was within shooting distance. But no real chance there of Jonas Turn adding to his single goal so far. Away to Parma. An excellent goal that one was. Still seeking his first home goal in a Napoli shirt. Jonas Turn. Two minutes of the first half to go. Napoli 0, Roma 0. There's the pass being released, and I think the referee and linesman in accord and totally right. Lana. Fonseca penalised. Alder. Elegantly done. Carboni. Carboni again. Cristiani taking the free kick for Napoli, and it's pretty disgraceful. Been a lot of careless play from both teams. Tons of commitment, of course. It hasn't been pretty to watch. Now Lana and with the goalkeepers. It's a warm afternoon in the San Paolo Stadium, but the football hasn't been too hot. Baretta with Piacentini. Bonacina. We're now into time added on for stoppages at the end of the first half. Lana. Capioli. Baretta. Aristo by turn, and it's Franchini now. Alder. Superbly controlled in by the Brazilian. Baretta. Now, promising approach play here by Roma. By Baretta. Snakili. Capioli, they're asking a lot of him there. Bia. Now maybe the final flourish of the half will come from Roma. Piacentini with the throw. Balbo's waiting in the middle. In goes Balbo. Released though by Ferrara. And the half-time whistle blown by referee Cesari and accompanied by jeers by certainly the Napoli fans, who've been very disappointed by their team's efforts to secure an opening goal here. Not the best of halves, one has to say. Let's hope it gets better for the second 45 minutes. Join us again after the break. It's Napoli 0, Roma 0.
Yes, your chance to look at some great goals, the top 9 contenders for January's Goal of the Month competition. Paul Gascoigne will choose his top selection from these. If you agree with his number 1 choice, you could win an Alitalia Italia Tour trip to see Lazio play Milan in Rome next month. So those are our January Golden Goals. Remember, we just want your top selection. The writer of the first correct card picked out next Friday, whose choice matches Gazza's, will win that trip to Rome to see Lazio play on February the 20th. Send your cards to Goal of the Month, Football Italia, PO Box 1881, London W10 6ZP. Good luck.
We've had. What do you think, Malcolm? I think it's going to get a bit more spicy. What will the two managers have said to get things going?
Well, I think contrasting dressing rooms this half-time. I think that the Roma manager would be quite happy and say, look, just keep it going, just as it is, keep blocking Napoli out. I think in the Napoli dressing room, they've had to make a lot of tactical changes, and I think that they should switch Gambaro from right to left and bring Bordin over to the right, and to get more penetration down the left. And I think that they should be telling the defenders also to get pushed up a bit more. At times, there are four sitting back in the Napoli half, marking one person at the very most, sometimes nobody. And I think defenders could take a bit more responsibility in going and helping the midfield players out, and so getting forward a bit more, because I think that the midfield players, they're overworked because they're lacking in numbers, and therefore they're not getting the service into Fonseca up front, and it's making it very difficult for him, and we're not seeing the best of him.
Not seeing the best of Balbo either. I know that Brackley mentioned earlier the lack of service he was getting, but that's really the story for both of these two South Americans.
Yeah, I'm not totally convinced about Balbo. There have been a lot of fouls out there, and I've noticed that Balbo, as a centre-forward, has committed quite a few himself, and I think that he's just going through a very bad, frustrating patch in his career. Not helped by the way that Roma play, because the poor man must be so frustrated, he's just not getting the support.
Yeah. OK, well, we'll hand back to our commentators now, Liam Brady and Peter Brackley, for the second half, Napoli-Roma.
Thank you, Richardson. Doesn't even use my Christian name now. So, as they say, Liam, really, it can only get better.
Well, we all hope so. I think I'd agree what Malcolm was saying there. I think the Roma trainer Mazzone will be very happy. But having said that, it's difficult for us to understand, living here and watching our football here, you know, why Rome should come and being so intent on getting a draw, because they are mid-table. They've got a lot of good players, but seemingly a draw's so important to them that they play 10 at the back and leave Balbo up front on his own. And really, it's difficult for us to understand. The emphasis is on the home side to come out and make something of it. And really, Naples will have to commit more men forward, give Fonseca the support he deserves. You don't know, we might see a goal from a set piece. Perhaps that's the only way it's going to come.
Well, certainly the onus is on Napoli to take the game to Roma. Taglialatella, the Napoli goalkeeper, really hasn't had a shot to save. Roma, in fairness, have got so many players out. I'm not making excuses for them, but when you lose players of the quality of Giannini and Hessler and Rizzatelli, it obviously does affect your thinking. And there's no question that Coach Mazzoni has laid out a tactical plan to stop Napoli, rather than worry about creating too many chances for his own team. Bonacina. This is Carboni. Scarchilli, who impressed us in the first half, young man getting his chance in the side. And he's worked extremely hard for Roma. Plenty of effort, certainly, from both teams, but not enough guile. They produced 5 goals earlier in the season, remember when they met? And I think the best thing that can happen to this game is for Napoli to strike pretty early in the second half. But really only 2 opportunities in the first 45 minutes. Fonseca and then Cresciani from that difficult angle. Lorieri here hasn't really been stretched either. Aldair. Does look so comfortable in possession, Aldair. But a break could be on here as Balbo goes through. And Taglialatella swiftly out of his goal to thwart the danger. Cresciani's header, laid off in by Fonseca. Gambaro. Carbone. Fonseca. Well, he avoided the tackle from Bonacina, but not from Beretta. It's Buzo going through his paces down on the touchline, so maybe we're going to see him in the second half. It's certainly an option for Lippi, the coach of Napoli, to bring on Buzo. He also has Carini and Molicano among the substitutes. Both attacking players. The day looks to be in the San Siro. It's now 2-2, and Ruben Sosa has scored his second goal for Inter. Inter 2, Cagliari 2. And remember, Cagliari there were 2 goals up before those replies from Ruben Sosa. We're at the wrong game, Liam.
Well, we never know.
Bresciani has made the run here. Well, the tackle was from Lana. Now, did he go for the ball there?
Well, I thought that was a tremendous tackle. It was a very, very hard tackle. But I thought he got the ball and well-timed. If we'll see it again, I think that's a great tackle.
Well, he certainly caught Bresciani. My view there, the same as Liam's. He made contact with the ball as much as the player, certainly the ball first. But Bresciani took the full brunt then of the challenge from Marco Lana, which was a very, very solid one. Bresciani, who gets so few opportunities in the Napoli side, and he will be so anxious to continue. Certainly anxious look on the face of Lippi. Mazzoni, he's got no more hair to tear out, but he's had so many problems with his team this season. Now, Sampdoria have taken the lead away to Lecce. That game, remember, on neutral ground, and it's Vierkovan, the veteran defender, who has scored for Sampdoria. I think that may well be his first goal in Serie A this season. I'm sure our statistician Roy Della Pietro will confirm that one for me. Lecce 0, Sampdoria 1. Sampdoria, of course, in hot pursuit of Milan up at the top. Before the start of today's games, Milan on 30 points, Juventus and Sampdoria on 26, Parma 25, and Inter on 24. And remember, Sampdoria missed a penalty earlier through Mancini. Pacquiao! Wasn't really a decisive header by Pacquiao. Really the wrong man on the end of it. Might have been a different story if it had been Fonseca. But now Napoli looking to press. Aldir was in the way. Turn. They need more width to their game, Napoli. Confirmation reaching me, it is indeed Verkovan's first league goal of the season. They now miss another penalty. Lombardo has missed a second one for Sampdoria. Themselves at their throw point away today, Sampdoria. Meantime, in Naples, Mazzoni's team have clung on so far. And maybe looking to pose a question or two of themselves in the second half. Not this time, though. Napoli free kick, this way taken by Bia. Pacquiao. To the return pass. Bia. free kick pass. But overhit really in search of Fonseca. Even his pace won't allow him to reach that one.
No, it was overhit by Villa, that pass. But Rome really do look solid at the back, and I think it's all down to the return of Aldair. He really is playing well. He seems to be a rock on which all the Roma defenders cling to, and he really is organising them, and they look solid.
Certainly wouldn't think he'd been out so long. Last June, remember, was the injury. Now, Bresciani. Well, he was tumbled then, just outside the box. And we were saying at half-time, Liam, we haven't really seen any free kicks from that kind of range. We're going to now.
Well, that's right, and Rome looks so solid and have so many men back that perhaps the goal's going to come from a set piece. And Fonseca is extremely dangerous.
Well, Lippi will be hoping his team can create something now. Definitely an air of anticipation around the ground. Hoping that Fonseca can have a strike at goal. Bresciani there sent over like Bonacina's tackle. Guarnieri sporting a cap now to shield him from the sunlight. Villa is there with Fonseca and Jonas Turn. Some jostling going on in the wall, and here is Fonseca. Not this time. With this prolific striker. He has been carrying this injury. Whether that's affected it today, I haven't really seen any evidence of that, Liam, to be honest.
No, he's showing plenty of pace. It doesn't seem to be hindering him at all. I think what's lacked in Fonseca's play today is the service. Pure and simply that.
It certainly hasn't come from down the flanks.
No, Malcolm made a point at half-time about Gambaro playing on the right. I think he's completely lost out there. His timing of his runs are all out. It's strange to say, but he's a right-footed player, but he's much more comfortable on the left.
Gambaro now taking the throw. Scored, of course, for Napoli in the match against Parma that we featured around Christmas time. First ever goal, I think that was in senior football. Ten minutes into the second half, and still no sign of that first goal. Piacentini. Up towards Balbo. Free kick to Napoli. Jonas Turn. Napoli in 7th place in Serie A. Roma down in 10th. 3 points between them for the match today. That's still the way of it then. Franchini. That goes Bond in. And the throw given to Roma. Balbo. Through for him. Now Roma have got 3 up in this attack. Gambaro, though, was the reliable last line of defence, along with the goalkeeper. Mancini. Another untidy scramble. Referee there waving play on. Spin wide by Capioli. To Carboni. Now Balbo made the diagonal run. This is Balbo. And well, I thought there was a trip then, and I think the penalty has been given. Absolutely right in my book. There was a foot left out there. Down went Balbo. There's the ball in again by Carboni. Now Ferrara, watch here, just nicked his heel. What do you think, Liam?
Well, I didn't think it was intentional, but we had talked earlier on about referees not giving the amount of penalties they should. I thought that was a little bit harsh on Napoli there. However, it's a great chance for Rome now to take the lead, and the way they're defending, this could be a winning kick.
Well, my first thought there was that contact was made by Ferrara on Balbo. And that clearly is the view of the referee.
Great control from Balbo. He's just clipped his heel, but I don't think it was intentional, Peter. However, it stopped them from maybe scoring, so it's got to be a penalty.
And Balbo himself will take the kick. Whistles and cheers from the Napoli fans. But it hasn't put him off. Very decisively struck then by Abel Balbo. And Roma, well, against the odds, have taken a shock lead. Really was an excellently executed penalty kick. And the Roma fans in the stadium have something to celebrate. Minutes into the second half.
A great penalty. No chance for the goalkeeper. Now Napoli have it all to do, Peter.
Balbo's first goal in 5 games, his 6th of the season. And I wouldn't think this will encourage Roma to lessen their defensive grip in any way. But maybe it might serve to raise Napoli's game. Fonseca. Cannavaro. Roma defender streaming out. No flag though. Napoli onside. Pecchia. Running it on. Fonseca!
I think he was offside, Peter. Just flagged offside before he got the ball.
Pecchia had spotted his run then. Threaded it through delightfully. Just offside. Mighty close. Sparing dive by Fonseca as Lorieri confronted him. But the flag was up anyway. It would not have counted had it gone in. Never mind, it's lifted the tempo a bit. Been a pretty depressing game, but maybe Balbo's goal and that near miss will put a fresh light on the proceedings.
Yes, well, Lippi, the Napoli coach, has really got to think about doing something now. He's got to really maybe make changes, maybe get some width to Napoli's play, because they're not really getting in behind Rome at all.
Bresciani skillfully away from Festa. Now, what can he do here? Alder with the tackle. Bravely in again to Bresciani. Simply too many defenders for him. Russo about to come on for Napoli, the former Sampdoria, Juventus and Fiorentina player. Out by Alder. He's playing today as if he's never been away. Out for so long through injury. Now another break would have been on then. Balbo through the middle. If he'd been fouled then, could have been very serious for Napoli. Now, again, the flag is up. There are missiles being aimed at the poor old linesman.
It's okay being a linesman at Napoli if they're winning, but you have to make some offside decisions.
Who was offside there?
Well, it was difficult to see there.
Fonseca is so quick, of course. It does make life extremely difficult for the linesman. Luciani was the player caught on the last occasion then. But generally speaking, it's the pace of Fonseca that causes consternation for the linesman. Again, there are a lot of missiles being thrown. The mood of the crowd is turning a bit ugly as Napoli make their substitution. Taking off Franchini, bringing on Renato Buzo to step up their attacking ambition in the second half. Also, Pollicano is coming on. And it's Pecchia who has been replaced. Pollicano playing against his old club. He's a bruising type of player, very aggressive. I wouldn't think Roma will be too pleased to see him coming on.
No, he possesses a good shot. But also, what I think will happen, Peter, is Buzo will play out on the right there, and they can switch Gambaro over to the left. It's probably his best position.
Which you've been pushing for all game, so is Malcolm McDonald. Now, the bottles are coming on as well. Piacentini, outmaneuvered though by Gambaro, who indeed has switched to the left. Pollicano, his foot was high. He has scored 3 times this season, Pollicano, 2 of them in one game against Atalanta, who I think now are a goal down at home to Milan. Massaro giving the leaders the lead. Milan, remember, 4 points clear at the start of today's games. And still remain the team the others have to catch. Alon Gambaro, who's on loan then from Milan. Jonas Tern. Free kick. Alon Buzo. Can't get on with it quickly enough. Where's Buzo now? Out by Aldair. Again, there's an offside flag. Display among the Napoli players, among the supporters. We approach the halfway mark in the second half.
Yes, I think the linesman made the right decision. Even it is a very unpopular one, and he'd probably suffer for that, pelted by missiles, but I think he's been making the right decisions.
He won't be in the supporters club afterwards. Alon Pollicano by Piacentini. Roma vigorously endeavouring to protect their lead. Down goes Pollicano. Turn. Roma leading by Balbo's penalty 8 minutes into the second half. Gambaro. Turn. Gambaro. Laurieri didn't get there. Fonseca. Certainly a scare in the Roma penalty box. Cannavaro on in. Gabori with Lana. This time jump by Capioli. Lana. They've given it away again. Bonacino. Turn. Fonseca trying to drift past the tackle, and he's managed to do so. Gambaro. Fonseca's in the middle now. Too long though for him. Buzo has to fetch it. Buzo. Fonseca has pulled out of the middle, but Gambaro is in there! Oh, great save! Tremendous stop by Laurieri. Gambaro with the header. It was arrowing into the corner until somehow Laurieri clawed it out. The pressure though stays on the Roma goal. Well, it seemed odds on then that Gambaro would have to score. That was such save, Liam.
Yes, great play by Buzo. Not much room to cross, but he managed to whip it in. Gambaro's coming across. Good header down at the near post. Laurieri makes a very good save. But Napoli have had more crosses in the last 5 minutes since Buzo came on to play on the right and Gambaro on the left than they've had in the whole match.
Turn. Villa. That will have given fresh hope now then to Napoli. Pollicano. The other substitute who's come on. This is Bresciani. Laurieri with a save again. And whacked upfield by Lana. Roma hanging on grimly. And they have Laurieri to thank again as Bresciani failed to tuck his chance away. No foul. Off come Napoli again. Buzo. Here. It's more like it now than from Napoli. Desperately seeking the equaliser. And play held up for an injury.
Well, it's an old cliche in the game. Like when you need a goal to liven things up, and it certainly has this game.
And what about this chance for Bresciani?
Yeah, I thought he did very well. Perhaps a little bit central, but Laurieri was a match to it. And Laurieri really has kept Roma in the lead with 2 fine saves. But Napoli have shown a sense of urgency that they just didn't have prior to Roma scoring. And it makes you wonder, why didn't they set out like this at the very start?
And the referee is putting his foot down now, and he has issued the yellow card then to Carboni. He felt the time wasting. Carboni, the player who was down injured. "20 minutes left. Gambaro. He does look much happier down the left.
Oh, he streaks better, Peter. Absolutely streaks. I can't understand it. So effective. We saw him give Sampdoria a really torrid time a couple of weeks ago in Genoa.
Bresciani with the corner. Just to interrupt for a second. As the header flies well over the bar from Bia.
Yes, we were talking about Gambaro. He's much more comfortable on the left, and Roma have a real problem stopping him now. I think Mazzoni knows that.
Well, Foggia have failed to stop Juventus from scoring. Ravanelli, the man who struck home that glorious free kick last week, has pounced again, giving Juventus a lead at home to Foggia. Juventus 1, Foggia 0. Juventus in second place behind Milan. Lana has had an effective return to the Roma side today after injury, along with Alder. Now, double substitution being made by Roma. Garcia, the defender, is coming on, and Mihailovic, the Serb. Garcia wearing 13, Mihailovic 15.
Seems to be a bit of confusion about who Mazzoni wants to take off.
Well, the referee says if you can't take them off that quickly, then don't bother. He's doing his best to keep control, this referee. And he's not standing for any time wasting by Roma.
Here we go again.
Well, they're going to still keep trying. The referee's not interested. Fonseca sprinting past his marker there. Piacentini. This is Bia. Gambaro, again marauding down the left. Aldier have come across to cover. Fonseca nearly wriggled through. Oh. He is so dangerous, Fonseca. Turn. Gambaro. Showed too much of that to Piacentini, but he's got away with it. Moretta hoisting it upfield. There's nobody up there though for Roma. Buzo. Fonseca. Down for turn. Now Fonseca again. Well, he wants it on his left foot. Did so well to get across in at all. And the header from Bordin. Kept out by Laurieri.
Well, how did Fonseca do that? He was on the ground, Peter. It was a fantastic cross in. And I think Bordin had more time than he thought here. He could have pulled it down on his chest. But I'd like to see him pull that down on his chest and volley it home.
Well, maybe if it had been the other way around, we would have seen a goal there. Fonseca would have been the recipient of the pass. But brilliant work by Fonseca to get across it at all.
Oh, they're going to get our substitutions now. It wouldn't have surprised me at all, Peter, if this was to stop Gambaro causing all sorts of problems down the left-hand side.
Oh, Garcia will slot into that role. Festa's gone off. And we think Moretta. So tactical switches made by Roma. Fonseca. Policano. Barada. Fouled by Piacentini. Yellow card. Piacentini, captain of Roma today.
You know what I'm thinking?
After a long time after injury. Sorry, Elliot.
You know what I'm thinking, Peter? I think if Napoli get any sort of penalty claim at all, he'll give it.
You're all cynic, you. Cannavaro. In goes Policano. Didn't get there first, though. I think Roma will commit too many players forward now, but here's Balbo, whose goal still divides the two teams. Mihailovic wide to Carboni. Mihailovic, who's been a big disappointment really with Roma. Playing with such a fine reputation. The Serb simply hasn't got going in a Roma shirt. Garcia. Piacentini. Now Garcia kept going. He's got Balbo in support. This is Balbo now. Good with a reverse pass too that almost picked out Capioli.
Yeah, well, Roma are going to be dangerous on the break. Napoli are committing so many men forward now that any sort of breakaway, they're going to be in a little bit of trouble.
Just look at those objects raining down on Mihailovic. Turn on the break then for Napoli. He hasn't got Fonseca up there though. He was back in defence. Alder. Piacentini. Down goes Balbo. He claims he was struck in the face by Ferrara. referee's view of that was. Red card. He set Ferrara off. He's having no arguments. He has to go. Well, you can see for yourselves that Ferrara is very, very unhappy. No, didn't look that badly.
No, absolutely not.
Really didn't.
I think Ferrara was running there with his arms out. And as soon as Balbo, is it Balbo, Peter?
Yeah.
As soon as he felt his hand go near his face, he went down like he'd been shot.
Fonseca taking over the captain's armband from Ferrara. And the referee didn't consult his linesman. I think Ferrara was looking to the linesman for some support. He didn't get any. Well, he was a hero when he scored the winner against Roma earlier in the season. Now he's the villain of the piece. Or is he? Is he really? Well, it's easy to be cynical from here, Liam, but I can't believe that that was as bad as it was made to look by Balbo.
No, there was no intention there to use his elbow at all or to use his arm at all. And Balbo's really conned the referee.
Capioli with the free kick. Mihailovic. Off goes Fonseca and Bresciani. Milano was there. The distraught figure of Ferrara taking no further part in this game. News of a second goal now for Juventus, and it's that man Roberto Baggio, 12th of the season, to give Juventus a 2-goal lead now against Foggia. So they look safe enough. Molicano to Gambaro. Turn. Napoli down to 10 men. It's all going wrong for them. There's the man at the centre of the controversy. And there's another little scuffle going on. And everybody wants to get involved. Tempers running high. It's always a heated occasion when these two teams clash. And this game looks to be no exception today. Endeavouring to keep charge, the referee. It's a real struggle for him. 10 minutes left, Bondin. Striking it wide. Had good chance a few minutes ago with the header. And Lippi's team really up against it.
Yes, you know, Roma have done very little to win this match. They've got a dubious penalty. Napoli have had a man sent off for, well, really we didn't see anything happening there, Peter. And I think they're all feeling a little bit aggrieved, and this referee I think is going to need an escort to get him out of Naples today.
Gambaro. Bonacina. Mihailovic on the break for Roma. Balbo down the middle. Molicano. Run back by Mihailovic. Gambaro. Turn. Good anticipation again from Lana. Alder. Well, they're defending now as if their lives depend on it, Roma. They could be stretched again. A free kick has been given. Molicano down on the ground. Fonseca will fancy this one. Bresciani is there too, and Jonas Turn, who showed his powers from this distance in the Parma game when he scored. Going on Fonseca though. got his angles wrong today. Now Cagliari have scored again away to Inter. That's quite some match there in the San Siro. Inter 2, Cagliari 3, and it's Deli Valdez, the man from Panama, who has put Cagliari in front once again. 2 up, then 2-2, now it's 3-2 to Cagliari. And a third goal for Parma away to Genoa. The Colombian Asprilla has surely made the game safe for them. Roma clinging on in the Sao Paulo Stadium. Still leading by Balbo's goal on 53 minutes. They've had quite a few scares. Buzo. Fonseca trying to wriggle free, out by Garcia. Turn. Only Balbo has been left upfield and he's still in his own half. Such is Roma's determination to protect their advantage. It's a very slender one. Buzo looking for Pollicano, plucked over the air though by Lonieri. He's had a really good game today. Presumably not too amused at talk that Kaliuka might be coming to replace him. Turn. Carelessly given away. Now, can Balbo get free? Capioli. All stemming from that slip by Jonas Turn.
Well, there's a chance there. 3 against 1, a situation 3 against 1, and the final pass let them down. Real good chance for Roma to put the game beyond Naples.
Six minutes left. Capioli with the throw. Garcia. Again, fine anticipation by Lana. Good work here too. Now, can he service Balbo? Well, he might have done. Referee says play off. The player down. Garcia. Balbo had made the run for him, got the other way, and there's no offside. They're all shouting at the linesman, and he was waving them on. Here, Napoli starting all over again. 5 minutes left. Buzo. Free kick to it. Fonseca in towards Bresciani and Pollicano. Gambaro! Oh, you have the feeling there it's not going to be their day. He's got a corner though.
Yes, I think he got a corner. I think it was deflected. They've got a very difficult task now with 10 men, and with Roma packing the defence out. They really got to get the ball in the box and hope for the best.
Lonieri desperately organising those racks in front of him. He's held on well. Cannavaro. Bresciani. Fonseca in pursuit. He was always going to get there ahead of Lana. Still Fonseca! And was he too greedy? Liam?
Well, you know, he's put them in from there before, Peter, and he did a fabulous thing with Lana. He shaped up the kicker with his right, crossed it with his right, pulled it back, completely sold Lana. There he goes. Maybe had Bresciani in the middle, but he's gone for the far post, tried to bend it in, and just got underneath. He's got underneath a few of his shots today.
And when you have his outstanding ability, it's got to be worth a try there for Fonseca. No guarantee that Bresciani would have scored anyway. But it's all happening in the San Siro. It's now Inter 3, Cagliari 3. Davide Fontelan with the equaliser for Inter. You see highlights of that, of course, in Gazzetta on Saturday morning. Don't forget Massinotti on Tuesday night, Lazio at home to Cremonese. That's the night game in Italy this weekend. It's a penalty. Well, Liam, you were right. He's given the penalty. Oh, Mazzoni so distressed.
I said any sort of challenge at all, this referee would try and even the thing up.
Down goes Bresciani, and that, says the referee, is a penalty.
Well, it looked like a good challenge to me. You see that happen all the time in the box, and I think it's just a situation in the game where the referee wants to even things up. Probably knows he's had a poor game.
It's Festa's challenge. Oh, he's leaning over Bresciani. I wonder how many referees would have given that one. So Laurieri has his biggest test of the afternoon, and there's a fight going on. Fonseca and Marco Lana. It's pretty that sort of afternoon, really. Always simmering on the surface. Policano getting involved now, the former Roma player. And somehow he's got to keep all this in check, the referee. It hasn't been an easy game for him at all.
No, but I feel early on, especially in the first 10 or 15 minutes of the game, Peter, when their tackles were wayward and ruthless, he should have done something then. It's all too late, the game's got out of hand.
Yellow card. Presumably.
Well, we just hope Fonseca can keep us cool here. He's been involved in this incident. I think he's been booked. He's going to take the penalty, so he really just got to keep us cool and knock it in.
Well, the arguments are still raging on. Roma just cannot accept that referee Cesare has given the penalty kick. But they're not going to change his mind. The 90 minutes are up. Fonseca trying to retain his composure right at the death here. He's been booked as well for his part in the scuffle with Lana.
Well, Laurieri's having a good game. He must fancy saving this.
Fonseca against Laurieri to earn Napoli a draw. Roma right to the last. Fonseca, one of the most lethal finishers in Italian football. And he makes it 1-1. And in the coolest of fashion.
Yeah, sent Laurieri the wrong way. Side-footed it into the left-hand corner.
Goal number 13 in Serie A for Daniel Fonseca. His team look like they've snatched the point back. Celebrations all around the stadium. And if he was ruffled by all that was going on around him, he certainly didn't show it.
No, absolutely not.
That's a great penalty.
He's a cool customer. The amount of stoppages we had, we've got to have at least 5 minutes more, Peter, I think, and Napoli maybe fancied that chance.
Well, one or two of the Roma players scratching their heads in disbelief that the award was made. Liam Brady saw it coming a long time ago. He's been proved right. Two controversial penalties. In fairness, Roma's was a bit contentious as well. So was the sending off of Ferrara. But the 10 men have brought themselves back level now. deep into injury time, and there will be quite a bit of that to be played still, I would think. Mazzoni getting very animated down on the sidelines. Lippi looking a bit more composed. Free kick to Roma. And the header, well, it flashes wide. Carboni failing to hit the target, and no real problem for Tagliatella, who's had so little to do, beaten by Balbo's penalty though. And unrest not only on the pitch, but sadly around the stadium as well. Ill feeling prevails. Alder with the clearance. Molicano to hook it on, out by Alder. Fonseca. His turn. Now Gambaro. Turn again. Gambaro. The 10 men are persevering in search of a winner. They're not settling for a draw. Napoli. Roma, I think, did some while ago, but of course we're leading through Balbo's goal. Which really was against the run of play. Alder. Almost 4 minutes now of injury time. And that was foolish then by Policano. Unpunished by the referee apart from the free kick, it would seem. Bonacina. Garcia. Harmlessly through. Just getting other results in now. Milan have beaten Atalanta away from home. Massaro on 55 minutes. 4-0 to Parma away to Genoa. 2 goals for Zola. Roland and Asprilla with the others. Balbo. Inter 3, Cagliari 3 is the final score. Juventus have beaten Foggia by 2 goals to 0. Ravanelli and Baggio. Latest score, Sampdoria 3-up away to Lecce. A couple of missed penalties as well from Sampdoria against the Bonnet club. And this is all very, very unsavoury. And does little credit for Italian football, or indeed football anywhere. Milanovic, forced wide. Garcia. Out by Cannavaro. Piacenza, just to continue the final scores, have beaten Reggiana by 3 goals to 2. And it's Udinese 1, Torino 1. Don't forget, tonight it's Lazio at home to Cremonese. You can see that game in Mezzanotte on Tuesday night. Garcia. The final whistle is blown. 1-1 it finishes thanks to Fonseca's late penalty after Balbo, also from the penalty spot, had given Roma the lead. 1-1 then it finishes in the Sao Paulo Stadium in Naples. Mezzanotte Tuesday night, don't forget Gazzetta as well on Saturday, and we're back with another live game next Sunday afternoon from 1:15. But for now, from myself and Liam Brady, and the lads in the Italy as well, goodbye.